I went from this to this to this, and now I'm ready to get back to this. Hi, I'm Linda. I'm 61 and I enjoy competitive bodybuilding. I also enjoy living by the motto of live life today to make your past self jealous. I'm really glad our paths have met today. A little over 2 years ago, I was getting ready for my next competition when I fell and shattered my elbow. It took 2 surgeries and a year of physical therapy before I could really get back into the gym and start rebuilding the strength that I had lost during that time. Doesn't quite work the way it did, but it's a whole lot better than when I shattered it. So over the past year, I've been rebuilding my strength, but my strength wasn't the only thing that was impacted by the fall. One of the things that commonly happens when people have a fall or an injury or some sort of traumatic event is they feel fragile and want to protect themselves from injury again. It's very natural, but it tends to slow us down. Also, along with it comes a little bit of depression, at least it did for me. Not major depression, but enough of a depression that it was difficult for me to be focused, to look forward to goals, and basically find my motivation at all. During this time, almost immediately, I fell into bad eating habits. I picked up a lot of my comfort foods, like peanut butter and ice cream and Girl Scout cookies and a soda or two. And over time, that also impacted my weight and my motivation. I'm very lucky. I have a trainer that has stayed consistent and persistent and very supportive as I have worked my way back to building back my strength. But even she can't give me that intrinsic passion and motivation to get me back on track in order to do the things that I need to do to get back on stage. A few weeks ago, a Twitter friend of mine put out a general call asking if anybody wanted to join an accountability group with her on a new challenge. I love my self-challenge, so I joined in before I really even knew what was going on. Before I knew it, I was involved in a challenge called 75 Hard. Now, 75 Hard, as I glanced at it, wasn't really aligned, but hey, let's do this challenge. And then I decided to go ahead and learn a little bit more and actually read the book. I found that most of what was going on in this challenge is based more on bro science instead of real scientific evidence. And it was also designed specifically for the guy that started the program, which is totally his right. But I found that his goals didn't really meet my goals. So after being on the challenge for 2 weeks, I switched it. And now I have the Linda's version, 38-week hard, because that's how long I need for my particular challenge before I get back on the stage. What I did learn and what I did gain from the 14 days that I was with the challenge is that it broke some of my habits, especially my eating habits. It forced me to really focus in on cleaning up some of the things that I was doing. So it leapfrogged me into going back into my own prep schedule, my own prep routine as I move forward. So it wasn't a total loss. As a matter of fact, I feel like I gained a lot from it. But one of the things that is a little bit disturbing about challenges is those that go through a 75 hard challenge, especially if somebody is just doing it as a challenge, they're left flat at the end of the challenge. Yes, they may have learned a lot, they achieved something, but then what do they do afterwards? I want to make sure that my program stays with me, helps me go through this competition and the next competition and the next competition. So I'm 38 weeks out from my next competition. I know what I need to do. It requires a lot of focus, but I've done it before and I'm going to do it again. I do hope that you'll stop by and check in on me from time to time and say hello while you're here. I'll see you next time.